Did you say somebody in particular was coming to argue this?
Yes, there was an ADA. Her name was Miss Ely, Johnson Ely. She's texted me this morning and said she was on her way.
Well, Your Honor, it's after the court time, and I've got places I have to go from
No,
here.
I understand
Yeah.
that. So, all right, second chance, go ahead. Tell me what's on.
So defendant bond was stayed at 6 months, so the monitor was removed on 2/23. We do have a possible violation. Defendant's bond order stated that he's to have no social media. Defendant notified us that he does marketing and social media influencer for businesses. We did send a note to the court asking for verification from the court if that was allowed, because we were just informed about employment on 1/12. Other than that, there were no violations for the last 60 days.
Yeah. And Your Honor, his job is marketing, and so he only posts for his marketing job.
Oh, there's the state's. She's here now.
Good morning, Your Honor. I
You're
apologize
on
for
this one, right?
Juliana Peterson. I'm the Executive DA of the Special Victims Division.
Nice to meet you in person.
Dorfman. Apologize, Your Honor.
You can hear everything, Madam Court Reporter? Perfect. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sprague's case is, I will mention, also currently an active investigation.
Right.
Additionally, Your Honor, I did speak to the ankle monitor and a compliance officer, Ms. Green, and it is my understanding that there were some concerns about Mr. Sprague's activity while on this ankle monitor. I know that he is essentially saying that he works in marketing, which excuses him doing things like going to the Avalon whenever he wishes to do so. But that is a concern for the state. And so the state would simply be asking that we continue the ankle monitor with some more clear instructions as to what is expected of Mr. Sprague while he's on the ankle monitor.
All right. Right. Go ahead, Ms. Dorfman.
Your Honor, I believe that was several months ago. And then he was told, I guess everything was fine, and they did remove his ankle monitor last week when the 6 months expired. Your Honor is familiar with this case because of the TPO hearing where the alleged victim has been reaching out repeatedly saying that he refuses to cooperate with the state, that he was never groomed in any way, and that he is not going to cooperate or testify in any way in this case. And we had all those recordings played for Your Honor back several months ago at the TPO hearing. However, it would be my position at this point that Mr. Spriggs, and if the state would like to give him specific instructions now, we will certainly follow any specific instructions by the state.
So, yeah, so if you want the ankle monitor to be placed back on, then what are the conditions you want there?
If we want it put back on, what conditions would we want, Your Honor? So I think there's also some mystery around what Mr. Spriggs does. I know he's made some posts as well of, I think, driving some like exotic cars and talking about how he loves his job. And I think he may have some different social media accounts as well that he's posting behind. It's my understanding that one of the conditions of his bond was that he was not to be posting on social media. So if he is saying, and I think he had also told the officer potentially that part of his job was potentially posting on social media. So I would like some clarity around that, Your Honor, because I think there are some serious concerns that he also uses social media to reach out to teen boys.
Your Honor, again, he has no personal postings at all on social media. It is only related to his job. His postings are only related to his marketing job. He does not post anything personal on social media. And that was made very clear to him.
I think it might have been made clear to him, Your Honor, but I think there is some concern that he might actually be using some of those business accounts to reach out to people.
All right. So what restrictions or what conditions would you put to make it a little more narrowly tailored?
That if he is posting on social media and if he is also using I would say he is not to use the messaging services of those social media accounts, Your Honor. I understand if he needs to write business emails.
Right.
But the problem is that those social media accounts can have kind of that cloak
Right.
behind which you can DM people.
Right.
He
That's
has
a concern.
not sent one DM. It is no personal messaging.
Well, I understand that, but she's just saying that would be a restriction. in
That's
case-
fine.
So that it's a clear restriction. And that he is not to use any social media accounts whatsoever that are personal. And any business accounts are only to be used for business purposes. I would also appreciate it if Mr. Spriggs could list what those business social media accounts are.
That would be fine.
All right. Anything else?
Very, very clear that he is not to have any contact whatsoever with anyone under the age of 18.
Okay.
And he is not.
All right. So you want to put it back on?
Your Honor,
Yes,
we
Your
would
Honor.
oppose
Hold on.
the ankle
Go ahead.
monitor.
I'm sorry.
The state would like the ankle monitor to be put on for another 6 months.
All right. Anything else on that, Ms. Dorfman?
Your Honor, we would oppose that. He has been working, just trying to maintain being able to pay his bills, pay his mortgage. But he has not done any personal postings. He has not done any DM messages. He'd be glad to make a list of his business accounts, and that is the only thing he has been on. He has not done any messaging of any kind. He's not in violation in any way. He has not had contact with anyone under the age of 18.
So did Second Chance specifically have something where they thought there may have been a violation?
Your Honor, so he did call, I did speak with Mr. Spriggs, he told me that he was a social media influencer and that he was going to shoot videos at a car wash.
Hold on. An influencer or marketing? Because there's a huge difference.
Yeah,
So
he's not an
his words were
influencer.
social media influencer, but then in his email, he sent me a marketing website. And then, so we do ask Mr. Spriggs for proof of the meetings because he does go to places to have meetings for his marketing business. He says that it just happens. He doesn't have any proof because it is his marketing. So we have asked for that, but we have not got, why are you going to all these places to have these meetings? So that was the only other thing. It's hard for us to, if he's saying it's for work and he's going to these marketing meetings, and then he did also tell me that he owns a rental car company, but all of this came up in
you say
January.
that? No.
So
And if I may, Your Honor, some of the addresses he's going to includes, for instance, the Avalon, which of course has many children present. So I think there's a lot of concern both for myself and Ms. Green. How do we verify these things? It seems rather questionable.
All right, Ms. Dorfman.
So I believe some of the statements made by the ankle monitor, he does not own a rental car company. He has worked for a rental car company in the past, but he does not. And if you raise your right hand, you swear anything you tell the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay, if there's any direct questions about that, he does not own a rental car company, and he is not a social media influencer.
Who are you doing marketing for?
So there is a car rental company that I do marketing for. And then I also do marketing for a car wash. And then I also work for Global Payments as a marketing executive where we work with influencers. One of the things that I had to do was go shoot film at Mercedes-Benz Stadium for an event. That's my job. So not being on social media. I'm not personally doing it. I am posting on behalf of these companies.
All right, well, why don't we do that and make sure? It's not a punishment, sir. It's just kind of what we want to do. We'll place it back on for another 6 months. So you got to list the businesses you work for, no further contact with anyone under the 18, no use of the messaging portion of any sort of social media. I guess, what is it, the messaging service, or I guess that's the best way to describe it.
Social media messaging
Social media
service.
message, and no personal social media. But if you go to events, you've got to let them know ahead of time when you're going to events. As she says, part of your bond restriction says no, can't be around anyone under the age of 18. But if you're somewhere like Mercedes-Benz, and
Let
it's
them know. Every single event, he has let them know.
Every single thing that I've put in there have been very specific. They also never asked me for specifics on anything, so I don't know what she's speaking about. But again, if I'm required to do these things and I start telling my job this, I'm going to get fired. And I'm finding a new job is not going to be easy. But also with the ankle monitor on, it's already been difficult to pull off different things just for work, because if you just Google my name quickly, you can see that this is sitting there. So
I mean, I understand, and that's not necessarily a me problem.
I
You know,
understand
I'm not
that.
the one that, you know, was accused of anything. So that's between you, your lawyer, and the state. So, but we'll put it back on for 6 months.
Thank you. May I, Ms. Green requested one additional addendum, is that, can you specify exactly what it is that you were asking that you do before each event?
So he does send in, I will say Mr. Spriggs he does let us know 24 hours in advance of where he's going. But he'll just put that he's going to this address. For the state, I just want to make sure that that's okay with y'all, that he doesn't need to provide proof as to why he's going there.
I would like proof of why he's going to a location, Your Honor, if it's actually for his work.
So you want the proof of why he's there, I guess, some sort of thing, and or the reason and the address.
The reason and the address that he's going somewhere.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just stand by over there, and they'll place it back on you, Mr. Spriggs.
Is that done here or?
Yeah, she's got somebody here that'll do it.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Dorfman. Have a good week.
I've got another client, Mr. Sanders.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see. That's a Quavion, right?
And Your Honor, that completes my business. May I
Yes,
be
yes, ma'am.
excused?
Isn't that number 16 a Quavion?
That's me, Your Honor.
All right. How about a Quavion Sanders?